He lifted up his shoulder straps and looked like he was ready to do whatever you wanted. The next second, the woman in white walked forward unceremoniously, showing 2 fangs. After enjoying being a vampire power bank for a while, the woman in black walked to the window to wipe the wound, but suddenly found someone. He is being watched all around. The 2 then walked around the back door of the apartment into a small alley, preparing to escape. But the nearby roads seemed to have been blocked by mysterious men in black. In desperation, the girl in black had to unscrew the motorcycle fuel tank cap on the side, stuffed a ball of towel inside, and poured some ergot. With the sound of explosions distracting the enemy, the girl in black directly knocks them to the ground with her cool moves from previous seasons. The 2 girls immediately turned around and prepared to escape. But who knew that at this moment a man who claimed to be Guardian Demit walked quickly towards them. Just when the girl in black still intends to protect the Lord loyally. Unexpectedly, Demeter subdued him with just one move. Soon the 2 of them came to a place similar to an academy, surrounded by a group of men in black. It turned out that both of them were students who escaped from this academy a year ago. Lissa is a royal princess of the Moroi clan with noble blood. They major in magic here. They are as powerful as vampires and feed on blood, but they will not be burned by the sun or become immortal like in the novel. Ruth belongs to the Bayer clan. As they are only half Moroi, they are naturally trained to be guardians to protect the Moroi people. Since there has always been a mutated race of vampires in the outside world that feeds on the blood of the Moroi tribe all year round, this school does not allow ungraduated students to go out, not to mention that Lissa is a royal princess who is about to inherit the throne. For this reason, the 2 people who were called to the principal's office directly asked the principal to make the decision to expel Ruth. Fortunately, at the critical moment, Lissa used the Book of Ecstasy without anyone knowing, and this made the principal finally withdraw his sincerity. In this way, the 2 sisters, Ruth and Lissa, returned to campus life after a year. But after returning this time, the 2 seemed to be like princesses who wanted to keep a low profile with their classmates. Lissa began to be ostracized by her classmates at every turn, and even intensified and began to write threats to her in blood in various places. And Ruth, who wanted to train fighting skills and protect Lissa in the future, was equally frustrated. I was forced to do some physical training such as running and fitness every day. Until that day, the 2 sisters and the dean's daughter happened to come to the fountain room in the center of the college, and unexpectedly discovered that Lissa's backpack had been placed there. When she opened the backpack, she found that it contained a companion. Lissa's kittens for many years. Girl. The alarm clock rang and I realized that it was time for dinner. I hurriedly walked into a hospital-like place and found that there were many people lying there being deluded by others. Of course Lissa, who was so hot, also chose her favorite flavor, which is a magic academy full of vampires. But Lissa, as the candidate for the next queen of the Moroi tribe, seems not to be treated kindly recently. First, from time to time, threatening words would be written in blood in certain places, forcing her to leave. Then some people would hang bloody animal carcasses at his door, until finally Oscar, the kitten who had been with him for many years, was also murdered. These seemingly pranks on campus made Lissa decide not to keep a low profile anymore. He began to use advanced magic spells on classmates all over the school campus, trying to get the truth about who the murderer was from others. But using high-level magic so frequently had serious side effects on him and Ruth, who was connected to him. As Lissa's guardian, Ruth only wanted to protect him from harm, so she also had a lot of objections to Lissa's behavior of hurting herself. But on this day, when the 2 sisters were getting into a dispute, it seemed that a mysterious figure was staring at them from a distance, just when the 2 were not paying attention. After waking up, Ruth appeared in a certain ward, and when Demit came to ask about her condition, Ruth thought her leg was broken and didn't even dare to look. But who would have expected that when she lifted the bed sheet at Demit's reminder, she discovered that she was fine. Ruth instantly realized that Lissa might have helped her. And when she came to the next ward and saw Lissa replenishing herself with energy, she finally knew it was this best friend. As soon as she revealed her little secret of healing magic, the little sisters' relationship quickly got back together, and this matter quickly gained the attention of the principal and dean of students. Healing magic has only appeared on the founder of the academy before, so Lissa's protection level has increased again. She will be accompanied by Demit, who is known as the strongest guardian, in her daily travels. In order to attend the graduation prom in a few days, several little sisters had to go to the mall to spend some money. But when paying the bill, an expensive necklace on the counter put Ruth off. But what she didn't expect was that after returning to the dormitory, the necklace was given to her by the daughter of the dean of students, Victor. The graduation prom is coming soon, and these 2 sisters have undoubtedly become a beautiful sight at the prom. It's just that when Lissa is involved with her little boyfriend, there will always be some unscrupulous people who appear. In order not to disturb her best friend, Ruth took action in time and gave her a heavy blow. After telling the little puppy to go find Lissa, she was naturally taken to the principal's office and temporarily locked up several times. But when Ruth was about to rest like this, her ability to communicate with Lissa was suddenly punished. A crow drank fake wine and suddenly knocked down on a certain stone statue. Fortunately, he was met by 2 little girls on the side. Seeing that the blonde girl was so kind-hearted, she made a move of luck and pushed the hook. The next second, the stupid bird who drank the fake wine was instantly healed and flew away, while the girl who saved him fainted from exhaustion. Lissa is the next heir to the throne of the vampire family. After the news that she possesses extremely rare healing magic was exposed, she suddenly became the envy of everyone in the entire vampire family. But on this day when he was having sex with his young boyfriend, a group of mysterious people suddenly focused on him. When Lissa opened her eyes again, she found that she was being raped by her uncle Vic, the dean of the college. It turns out that Victor was supposed to be the next heir to the throne. It was only because of his incurable illness that the king's guard jumped over him and fell on Lissa's head. In order to force Lissa to cure herself, Victor did not hesitate to send a wind magician to his own niece. In desperation, Lissa had no choice but to try to cure Victor. Under the transmission of Lissa's life force, Victor actually became younger at a speed visible to the naked eye. She threw away the crutch that had been with her for many years and took a look in the mirror handed to her. It felt so great. At this time, Lissa's guardian Ruth finally found her existence through telepathy. After arriving at Victor's castle, an operation to rescue the princess was immediately launched. Dhampir, who has the strongest support for the guardian's force value, immediately. With the cooperation of his assistants, Dhampir and the two fought against more than a dozen guards without falling behind at all. And while everyone was fighting, Lissa, who was trapped in the room, also began to redeem herself. After she stood up in an instant, she just used some fascination spells on the guards. The big brother broke out of the window without looking back, and Lissa finally crawled along the pipe to the outside of the castle. What she didn't expect was that just when he was about to escape, he was suddenly stopped by a vicious dog. This creature, called the Wraith Dog, is extremely difficult to tame and extremely powerful in combat. They were originally trained by Victor at great expense and were specifically responsible for keeping an eye on Lissa. But without Victor's order, they would only follow Lissa and not attack. At this time, a helicopter came to pick up Victor, and the pilot walked straight towards Lissa after getting off the plane. Fortunately, Ruth and Lissa's little boyfriend arrived in time and eliminated her in a few strokes. But before they could be proud for a few seconds, a gunshot directly hit the little boyfriend who was good at using fire. However, Victor is also a villain. If he talks too much and doesn't pay attention, he is actually subdued by Dhampir after he has finished dealing with his internal subordinates. At this time, the angry Victor had no choice but to show his last trump card. At his command, the two evil dogs immediately rushed towards Lissa in front. But just when the game was about to end, the little boyfriend who was shot and fell to the ground exploded with great power. Two fire dragons came out and were burned directly by the evil dog. At the end of the film, at Lissa's request, Ruth took off her coat without hesitation and used it as a power bank again. After Lissa took a bite, she gradually regained her physical strength and began to cast healing magic on her little boyfriend in the blink of an eye. And when Lissa saw that she finally woke up,